Hey Reefers, back with a quick update. So I'm liking the lighting of the tank right now, and it's looking pretty good. I haven't had much time to adjust or fiddle with anything, but here's the Atlantic and the Compact. I built this just to test out how high I wanted them, what position I wanted them before I built a permanent enclosure. And as close as it is to the ceiling, I might just take this cabinet all the way up, at least on the front and the sides, and still have a plate in the middle to mount and route cords over, and just use this. Maybe I might take it a little bit further so I could mount the OR2 bars to it, but we'll see. We'll see if they fit when the construction's done on the new frame. But it looks like I'm getting pretty good coverage. I'm going to turn the T5 bulbs back on. There is still this spot in the middle, as you can tell. This is just a normal Marine Land or whatever. I forget who makes this one with the double barrel. Marine Land, they're on the side for the overflows, but this one, I think maybe it's Aqueon. I don't remember. But it does have the bracing up there, which unfortunately still casts a shadow. But it's mainly just on that back wall because the light just spreads, and of course you're not seeing any missing light, and this is directly under that bar. So that guy's the Green Star polyps back there wasn't getting great light anyway. That's another reason why, since that's all the way at the back, I'm thinking about putting the two bars in the back of this. The way I have it positioned right now, they are pretty well at the front of the enclosure, with just a slight tilt this way, a slight tilt like this. Just to hit the back of the corals a little bit more from being up front. But it's shading, it was shading all the way back there before in the back of this coral. It wasn't getting any light, and now it's still getting some light back there. Here's the problem. So okay, so you see, buddy, you're my best friend too. Come on, get out of the way. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the. That's the nice thing about T5. You can see all the way back there in the center, and now that's lit up. It's just okay, sorry about the camera work. The T5 bulbs are right here, so they're more able to get directly in there versus being so high off of the water. And that's just the blanket of light coverage that you get with T5. That's why so many people go with hybrids or just T5, because it works and it goes everywhere. That being said, all right, let's see. Here's a quick look with the T5. Oh, actually here, let me turn the Reef Day bar on. There we go, just a little bit more pop. Yeah, it's definitely brighter. So I'll probably put the OR2 bar on in the back, and I'll probably even mount up the Blue Plus OR2 bar just to see what happens when all of them are on. I might use them for a couple hours during the day, especially that blue, as it is so intense and powerful. But we'll see. I want the lights to get adjusted to the full coverage. Right now I have them running on an 80% with soft clouds for, I think, full intensity for 9 hours. And then it's several hours of ramping up and down for different channels. The whites go down earlier, and the reds go down a little earlier than the blue and UV. So, but everything looks really happy. Okay, so here we're gonna do a little comparison. All right, so there's the. Let me bring my iPad over here. Why am I making it hard on myself? Okay, here we go. So here goes we're going to turn off the Reef Day and the T5. There's the Reef Day, there's the T5. So it does lose light, and that's why these are incredible lights, but when you're used to even more, it just makes you want to use it and you feel like you're missing out a little bit. This is absolutely plenty. I will say that for a 120-gallon tank, and it shouldn't come as a surprise, but the Atlantic and the Compact will both fit comfortably up above. That's why I didn't get another full-size Atlantic, because it would be so tight in the enclosure, and you don't need LEDs all the way out here. You're going to have full color coverage anyway. The Atlantic was fully covering this tank. It just wasn't fully covering it enough for SPS everywhere. It would have had to have been a true mixed reef because the cone, so back when it was in the middle, it went like this, the light did. So right out here you weren't getting much light, and here you were getting blasted. So now that it's going end to end, it's providing plenty of light. This could be good enough for an SPS tank. I'm gonna crank it up a little because that's what they're used to. So, so that's my big update for this. I would like to say what I used up here because I haven't seen anybody online using them. It took a lot of research to find out what I was gonna use to mount the Atlantic and the Atlantic Compact. These are projector mounts. I was surprised at how sturdy and how good these actually worked. Get up here. So they actually have 15 degrees of articulation. You know, you can shift it and lock it in either way, and you can also, I'm not going to do it, especially with the big one, but you can get it to go 15 degrees this way and that way. So you can basically position these lights anywhere you want them. Pretty incredible, and I think only like $16 a piece. These arms only reach out so far. I think this is about 9 inches from here to here. It's less this way. But they reach that no problem. I do have a washer. The light's too bright. I do have a washer, then the bar, and then a nut. These are 832 machine screws, and I got the 3-inch, as this is 2 1/4 inches. Then I knew that this was about an 1/8 inch. And they had 2 1/2 inch and then 3-inch. 2 3/4 would have been great. I'm not going to take the time to cut them off. They're not that ugly. Also, the Orphek caps do not fit on here. The threading is different. So I would have liked to have put those caps back on to make it look a little bit prettier, and make sure that the nut through some sort of poltergeist or something didn't come undone. But unfortunately those don't go on there. But let me know what you guys think of the brackets, what you think of the lighting, and the idea of mounting the two. God, this does look real. I mean, the coloration is different than the T5. It's different than the OR2 bar. I kept saying to myself, the Reef Day OR2 bar is basically a baby Gateway, or a baby Atlantic, and it is. But just the way this colors it up versus having those that one bar or a combination of two of the bars and a blue, whatever you want to do. The coloration, the separation of colors, I haven't seen. This is the first time I'm truly looking at it. So I'm sorry if I'm gushing too much, but I'm just, I'm pretty psyched. So, yeah. All right, well, this is just going to be it was going to be a quick upload, and, but yeah, just kept taking longer. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope now, if you have an Atlantic, that you could find these. I'll see about putting a link down in the comments. But I know that these work, and they're pretty awesome for 16 bucks a pop. So I will be constructing a new canopy shortly. It just depends on work, so might be a little longer. I'm going to reinforce this a little bit more as it's kind of freaking me out. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.